As U.S. and Iranian officials prepare to negotiate the terms of a fragile ceasefire, President Trump says he is very optimistic about a deal, but later threatened Tehran over charging fees in the Strait of Hormuz. Meanwhile, Israel's Prime Minister has agreed to hold direct talks with Lebanon next week, saying the focus will be on disarming Tehran-aligned Hezbollah. Let's bring in Bloomberg's Joumanna Bercetche in Dubai. So from a market's perspective, seem to be giving the ceasefire the benefit of the doubt right now, Joumanna, even though it's been tested on a number of fronts in the past 24, 48 hours. What are the chances of any kind of breakthrough at these talks that are fast approaching?
Yeah, well, so far, I should say, Anna, the ceasefire does appear to be holding, at least in the last 24 hours. But the stakes are very high, as you say. The challenge here is to turn this ceasefire into something more permanent. And the fact that the negotiations actually are going to take place in Islamabad in itself is a victory for all of the mediators involved, especially because at one point yesterday, it didn't seem like Iran were going to partake, and especially on back of Israel's very heavy airstrikes on Lebanon the day before, and real questions about whether the regional ceasefire was also going to apply to Lebanon as well. Now, because the death toll was so high after those days, that day of heavy strikes on Lebanon, more than 300, there was a lot of backlash from the international community. And so it transpired in the evening yesterday that the White House did actually apply pressure on Israel, on the Israeli Prime Minister, to enter into direct negotiations with Lebanon. So that is a separate track that is opening up. And because of that, it has allowed for these in-person Iran-U.S. negotiations to take place. Now, who's going to be attending? We know on the U.S. side, it's going to be J.D. Vance, Steve Witkoff, and Jared Kushner, so all familiar names. Reportedly, on the Iranian side, we have the Speaker of the House, Mohammad Ghalibaf, alongside the Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi as well. But I should just say, you know, as a reminder, the positions and the starting points are still so far apart in terms of what the U.S. is demanding out of Iran and what Iran are saying, what they would like to see in terms of translating this to a full cessation of hostilities. The U.S., for their part, are saying that there should be no nuclear enrichment. They insisting that Iran should dismantle all of their nuclear sites. They should limit their ballistic missile capabilities. And of course, this is crucial to the Lebanon discussion, stop all support for proxies. Iran, they are maintaining that they should be allowed to enrich uranium for civilian purposes. They don't want to relinquish some of their proxy presence in the region. And the final point, and this is the new point that has emerged throughout the course of the war, they are also reiterating their desire to maintain some sort of sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz, clearly a non-starter there. The question is whether they're using the Strait of Hormuz as a negotiating point to get more economic concessions out of the U.S., or whether they genuinely want to set up a new protocol for the future. And I guess we don't have the answer now, but time will tell.